Welcome. Thank you for chiming in with us here at the Vancouver School of Yoga. My name is Roegele. I'm one of the primary teachers here for the 200-hour yoga program. I'm accompanied by my friend Teresa here, and I wanted to talk about our spines. It's really common, or at least I hear a lot from people, that their backs hurt, especially at the end of a long work day. So one of the best things that you can do for yourself after a long work day, or say a long day traveling or stuck in the car, is to lie on your back and find what we call neutral position. And the way that we find neutral position, which really just means anatomical sort of alignment for the body, particularly the spine, is just like this. So with Teresa lying on her back, you'll see that her knees are bent and her feet are on the floor. And again, her feet are about hips distance apart, so she could take her feet just a few inches wider. That's great. You'll notice that her feet are straight ahead, so parallel to the long edge of the mat. I'll ask that Teresa just turn her palms to face up, exactly, and you can take her arms out to a bit of a V-like shape. Now take a long inhale and exhale. Because in our yoga practice, we always want to accompany the body with the breath. Now, if you chimed into our last video, and if you haven't yet, please go back and do so, as we talked about the importance of your foundation, particularly the four corners of your feet. So I'll ask that Teresa, for a moment, lift all 10 toes up and root down firmly into the four corners of her feet. She's going to keep her feet actively rooted, but release her toes back down to the ground. That's great, thank you. Keeping her feet rooted, she's gonna squeeze her legs or shins in a little bit more. Not so much that the knees knock in, but enough that you create a tone to the outer ankles and the outer legs. Then keeping that, I'll ask you now to stick your bum back. So stick it out, stick it, yes, great. And you'll see what happened was her inner thighs moved in towards each other, back, and then widened apart, creating this lordotic curve in the lumbar spine, which is really healthy. This is the natural curve of the lumbar spine. Now, keeping that, take another inhale, lengthen from your pelvis to the crown of your head, and as you exhale, draw your shoulders down into the ground, even a little closer towards each other. A very subtle lift to her chin and pressing down almost from the backs of the ears, or the tops of the ears here, down into the ground. And you'll see she has the same lordotic curve in her cervical spine, or her cervical spine, her neck, as she does her lumbar spine. And these are the natural curves of the spine. Now, how does this feel? Very good. That's always a great sign. Now, taking a few breaths here at the end of the day is beautiful and very relaxing. But also know that when we bring the spine back into its neutral position, which means into the natural four curves that we were all born with, it allows the muscles surrounding the spine to relax. It also creates more space between the vertebrae. So those discs that are like our shock absorbers are able to keep their juiciness, which the spine also really appreciates. So please, every day, lie on your back, find this position, take in 5 to 10 deep breaths, roll out and move on with the rest of your day. All right, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for chiming in. Come catch me over here at the Vancouver School of Yoga. Bye. Namaste.